All right, peace, everybody. We're going to get started. First, we want to start off by having a moment of silence for Aaron Vincent and all those who lost in Canarsie to gun violence this year. Thank you. My name is Jabril Jallo. I'm the founder and president of the Flossie Org. First off, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Councilmember-elect Mercedes Narcisse, the Office of the Public Advocate, our leader right here of Brookline Houses, Angel King, CCD, Community Capacity Development, EFV, East Flatbush Village. So can you please give it up for yourselves, and of course all the community members. Thank you for coming out. When I say stop shooting, you say cure violence. Stop shooting!
Cure violence!
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 I'm gonna need everyone here to say with their chest, we just lost a brother, a community member across the street. So when I say stop shooting, you say cure violence. Stop shooting!
Cure violence!
Stop shooting!
Cure violence!
Stop shooting!
Cure violence!
Stop shooting!
Cure violence!
Thank you. So look, we was at Bayview Houses just last Saturday, announcing the killing of another community member, 18 years old, Jameer Johnson. We couldn't have guessed, we didn't know that a couple days later, 4 or 5 days later, right on this corner, we'll lose another community member to gun violence, 28 years old. Another thing we didn't know is that we wouldn't get a response from the incoming administration. We asked straight up, Canarsie needs a cure violence site, and we didn't hear nothing. Inaction. And someone else is passing gun violence. So please tell us, how many shootings is it going to take for us to get a response? How many deaths is it going to take for us to get a response? How many more families have to bury their loved ones before we can get a cure violence site in Canarsie? Come on, take a look at this map right here. Take a look at that map, take a close look at it. It literally lines the borders of Canarsie. Cure violence was founded, or brought to New York City about 10 years now, about a decade. And the data, it shows in the data. These men, these women behind me, they do miracle work. They stop the shootings before it happens. In these catchment areas, these blue lines, over the last decade, shootings are down by 40%. We need that in Canarsie. How long are we going to go? It's been a decade, and the data is proven. We know what works. So why don't we have it? Why don't we have it? Doesn't make no sense. So, Eric Adams, you get sworn in a couple weeks. Canarsie, you look at the vote, you look at the numbers, came out for you, came out supported. Now we ask that you have all that. We ask for a cure violence site in Canarsie. Thank you. So first off, I want to bring up Councilmember-elect, who's been in this community, putting in work for decades, and she's been in the fight against gun violence for decades. I want to thank her for coming out. I want to thank her for her partnership. Please give it up for Councilmember-elect Mercedes Narcisse.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Jabril, wonderful that work that you're doing here in this community. I appreciate you. And all the team that's doing the work. It is so saddening for me as a mom of 4 children raised in this community. When I came here, I'm always a person with a lot of energy. But whenever I come around this violence, it hurts, it breaks my heart. Because it's another family. Both sides, the victim and the actual person that shoot the other. Both families are suffering. There's no word to say. Because last week I was by Bayview. And today I'm over here. This is my home, what my home has become. I'm a city council-elect, Mercedes Narcisse. But I promise, I have to get to the bottom of it. I'm a mom of 4, like I said. I was my children. to get to the bottom of it. It's not right. It's not okay. Kids cannot walk the street anymore. People are scared. Seatown owner just told me that she called her husband 5 minutes prior and the bullet penetrated the wall. That's not safe. That's not funny. That's not welcoming in the community that I grew up in. We never had that before. And it got to stop. We have to put a plan together, which I started working on. Like I always said, crime issues don't occur in silo. It's a culmination of different issues. Housing, job opportunity, education, mental illness. That's what I'm big on as a nurse for 30 years, to make sure that we're creating access to healthcare, quality healthcare, preventive healthcare. So I'm here to work. I don't even have a word because as a mom, my heart is breaking. I feel so sad. So many young folks are losing their lives and there's nothing being done as yet to stop it. We know we don't have any manufacturer here. The manufacturers, the guns are coming in. Why the guns are coming in? Why our kids are holding the guns? So, my promise to you, I don't have a long conversation to give you. I don't. The conversation for me is to stop it. Just the same way I raise my children here to have a future. I see every one of you as an opportunity to be better, to be the best you can be. And you can. It's a lack of opportunity that we don't have in our community. And that's the reason I ran for office. And I'm starting, I don't swear in yet. I'm gonna swear in next week. I've been looking at how allocation of our money. I promise you, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Stop. Whatever it takes. I'm a mom that don't give up. I'm a mom that will be at the corner, which I'm always at the corner anyway, talking. Now, it's my job to be at every angle, every corner, and you have to count, you can count on me. I'm not a person that's gonna come and tell you the nice story just to give you a nice story to feel good. I don't believe in that. We're gonna work together. We cannot be fragmented anymore. This is time to take our pieces together. If we don't do it, nobody else gonna do it for us. We're in a dire need of support of each other. If you know any reason that a young person is taking a gun and you're not so sure what to do, what to say, how to approach it, please dial my number. I'm gonna have the office accessible on Flatlands. Right now, I'm over there by 93rd Street. It's a campaign office, it's not an actual office yet. But what I promise you, you don't need no appointment to look for me. And anyone that will be working in my office are folks that care enough to understand that we need to do something in our Black community. To be politically correct, I would say brown community because we suffer the same as well. So I'm here for you. I'm here to put all my energy, all my force, all my strength. I'm not feeling too well today, but I'm out here to tell you I got your back. So let's keep on praying, pressing, and put action to the word that we've been saying. I got you guys. So thank you for the opportunity to be in front of you, not to give you words, but to tell you that we are fragmented. It is time for us to rally together around each other to stop the violence in our community. Thank you so much. God bless you and continue to bless you all. And stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember. I remember when the shooting happened, the day before yesterday, Councilmember was one of the first calls I made. And she didn't sound too well, but one of the very first things she did say is that I will be out there. I will be out there. That's the type of leadership, that's the type of community we need to stop the gun violence. So can we please give it up for Councilmember-elect Hussein Narcisse again? Thank you so much. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Next, I want to bring up Angel King, Tenant Association President over at Brookline Houses, a couple blocks down. She's been doing work in this community for decades. She feeds hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of community members every week. She does the work, and she's always out here, and we really appreciate you, Angel, for coming out. Please go to Mike. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming outside. So, I saw on the news that somebody once again lost their life in the community that I reside in. And I think over and over again, like, why does this keep happening? Like, what is it that's going on in my community that this violence just it's taking over like a whirlwind? We were just in Bayview, there was a shooting. Now we on East 80th and there was a shooting. When is it gonna stop? You want them to put the guns down, but give them opportunity. For opportunity, we need funding. So, to all those local elected officials that can help us bring funding into this community to bring jobs and programs so these kids can stop picking up guns and pick up books. So they can stop thinking that they gotta join a gang and join a team that can bring change to their community. We gotta do this work together. Not one organization, not two organizations, not one local elected official is gonna be able to do this. We gotta do this together. And we gotta put our needs on their necks to make them comply to what we need. This is our community. We the ones that sleep here. We pay the taxes here. So, aren't we supposed to be getting those resources back? That school that's right there on East 82nd Street, I went to that school. I couldn't believe it was a shooting on East 80th Street. This is the private houses. This is supposed to be the good side of the community. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. I live in a NYCHA development, and I tell them all the time, don't think just because it happened in NYCHA, it won't trickle down to you. It spreads like a cancer. The shooting happens on 103rd, then it happens in Bayview, then it happens in East 80th Street. Who's next? We gotta do the work so there is not a next. We gotta do the work and let the people know that we outside and we're saying no. No more gun violence. No more mothers crying. No more daughters and sons losing their fathers, because these are young people losing their lives. So what I want to do today, and I hope that everybody's listening, and I hope the people that's in this house understand that enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Say it one more time. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
That's right. Now I'm out here with community capacity. We out here with East Flashwick Village. I am a tenant association president, but I also have Dream Inc. And NYCHA has provided us with an opportunity to bring a Hail the Violence program. We got 15 participants out there, and these kids want to make change. So imagine if we did that in every single community out here in Canarsie. These kids want to do the work, so let them do it. That's the future. So if you get them while they're young, they won't be an adult in the system. They won't be an adult facing charges, because they already learned this from youth, that that's not the way to go. When I was a teenager running around in these streets, I thought it was cool to be in the game. And then one day somebody told me, all that power you got to do all that bad, just think about how much good you can do. So these young people out here need to know the same thing that I was told, that there is a chance and we can bring the change in these communities. So all we got to do is do the work, but do it together. Who cares about a catchment area? Who cares about that's my hood? I'm coming outside wherever you tell me to come outside. If you call me in Queens, I'm coming to Queens. If you call me in the Bronx, I'm coming to the Bronx. Why? Because it's our people that's dying out here. This is our people. We gotta do better than this. So I thank y'all for giving me this opportunity to